Let me tell you something right now, people. I am looking forward to Liam Lawson back in Formula One. Yes, indeed. Of course, the man replacing Daniel Ricciardo. I know, emotional scenes. Time we have to move on, and our time of mourning is over. Okay, we've had a long break since Daniel Ricciardo has been announced. Have left RB Visa Cash app. I can never get that word out altogether. But hey, Visa Cap or V Carb rather. You know, this is the team now that has got Liam Lawson in. A Liam Lawson who we did love in 2023 when he did phenomenal scenes at the Singapore Grand Prix. A man who came in there, you know, after Danny Rick actually got injured. And that could have probably been the beginning of the end. Who knows? When that Zandvoort crash happened for Danny Ricciardo, now that I think about it, could it have been the moment when it all left for him because of how good Liam Lawson was when he stepped into that car? Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, we are now moving forward. It's 2024 Austin Grand Prix. We're at the Circuit of Americas, a great track, a great Formula One track indeed. And we're going to see Liam Lawson back in that RB, seeing what he can do in this season. And I'm just looking forward to it. Why? Because he's somebody who was really, really good when he joined last year, when he was racing those couple of races last year, a couple of those qualifying sessions. If I remember correctly, did the man not knock out Max Verstappen in qualifying? You know, Max Verstappen, you know, I'm sure was sort of like, hang on a damn minute, who the hell is this kid? Okay. And listen, future Red Bull driver, depending on how well Liam Lawson does. You know, if Liam Lawson comes to Formula One, right, and let's say for the rest of this season, for starters, for the rest of this season, he smashes it and absolutely destroys Yuki Tsunoda. And he absolutely destroys Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda will have to be like very, very worried about his career in Formula One, because obviously, as much as we spoke about Danny Ricciardo's of this world, and you know, we talk about the Perez's of this world, and very recently I even talked about Bottas at Red Bull. Not a lot has been said about Yuki Tsunoda being a Formula One driver for Red Bull Racing, right? And that's a concern. Like, you should really, we don't really talk about it much, but I think there's a conversation to be had. Okay, Yuki Tsunoda should be eyeing up that number 2 seat at Red Bull, but he hasn't really taken the bull by the horns, has he? No pun intended. But Liam Lawson, when he came in last year, man, the guy was good. He was good. He was impressive. We all looked at him and said, whoa. Who's this kid? What's happening here? You know, good things, by the way. We're loving that. But now we get to enjoy Liam Lawson for the next 6 races, for these last 6 races in the 2024 season, and it starts in Kota. It starts on a sprint weekend as well. I am excited. I'm excited to see what Liam Lawson can do, because he's going to ruffle some feathers, especially in the whole Red Bull camp. He is going to ruffle some feathers, because he's going to give Christian Horner something to think about. He's going to give Helmut Marko something to think about, okay? He's going to be giving these people things to think about when it comes to where this man lands next season. Because let's bear this in mind, Liam Lawson is only contracted until the end of this season. RB haven't gone all the way and said, look, he'll have the seat next season. And I wonder, the cynic in me is wondering, are they keeping that a little bit open just in case they do the whole switcheroo with Sergio Perez and Liam Lawson? Listen, you heard it here first. Maybe Sergio Perez, you know, may end up in that RB next season, in that V-Carb next season. That will be interesting to see. But let me tell you something right now. I am intrigued to see what Liam has learned over the last year. Not getting a seat at the start of this season would have been gutting for him. Would have been absolutely gutting for him. But they really, you know, Red Bull, they really tried to plug this Daniel Ricciardo narrative. They really tried to get this man back into that Red Bull camp, right? And at the end of the day, it's not worked out that way. So now Liam Lawson has another bite at the cherry. And this time, I'm sorry, Yuki Tsunoda, you need to watch out, because there's no way Liam Lawson is letting this slip. There's no way he's going to let this one slide. Liam Lawson is here to make sure that he lands himself a permanent seat in Formula One to begin with, and then go from there. And I think he's eyeing up that seat next to Max Verstappen, provided Verstappen still stays at Red Bull. That's what he will be eyeing up. And if Max Verstappen goes, hey, he might be eyeing up number 1. Who knows? But Liam Lawson's got a point to prove here. Last year, he was so good. He was so good with the time that he had. So could you imagine what it would be like now to have a bit of a wounded Liam Lawson not getting a seat this year? You know, a Liam Lawson with a point to prove. A Liam Lawson has got a second chance. And you know what? You don't get third chances in Formula One. So you know full well when it comes to this second part of the latter half of the season now, these last 6 races, watch this space. I am going to have an eagle eye watching Liam Lawson because I want to see what he gets up to. I want to see how much better he does than Daniel Ricciardo out the gate. I want to see what he does with Yuki Tsunoda when they go one-on-one. I want to see what he does with the Red Bull team. Hey, listen, Sergio Perez, you know, I mean, he could get caught. You never know. Could Liam Lawson get that RB in the top 10? Could he get them more points? Who knows? We have to wait and see. But I'm intrigued to see that battle. And if there's a person I'm concerned of, 2 people I'm concerned about. Number 1, Yuki Tsunoda, because it's on like Donkey Kong, okay? Right? He will give you Liam was going to give you a better battle than what Daniel Ricciardo did. Right? Don't think this fight is over. And number 2, Sergio Perez, watch out. Sergio Perez, watch out, because if Liam Lawson does anything anywhere near what he did last season at AlphaTauri, you better watch this space, because them Red Bull guys at the top will be looking and saying, listen, let's not muck about this time. Let's not let Liam go somewhere else, because I'm pretty sure if Liam does well again, he may get another seat elsewhere. I know the seats are locked for 2025, bar Sauber, at the time of recording anyway. But you just never know. But I am looking forward to it. Liam Lawson's going to be hungry. He's going to be angry, especially with what happened to him. You know, he's going to be there with a point to prove. He's not going to leave anything on the table. All the blood, sweat, and tears. Remember when he said at Singapore, I gave it everything. I've got nothing left. That's what this guy is going to be giving us between now and the end of the season. And I like to see the fact that it's at a racetrack like the Circuit of Americas. COTA, Austin, Texas. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see Liam Lawson get out there in FP1, in the sprint shootout, in the sprint race, in qualifying, and the race itself. Mate, I cannot wait. All I'm saying is watch this space. Liam Lawson is going to be here. He has arrived, and people need to friggin' watch out. They need to watch out. Liam Lawson, I cannot wait. The battles and kind of the story of Red Bull and V-Carb and everything else, I think is going to come to a massive crescendo at the end of this season. Watch this space, Yuki Tsunoda. Watch this space, Sergio Perez. And for all you Formula One fans, enjoy this moment. You should be intrigued and you should look forward to Liam Lawson being back in Formula One. Until next time, lights out.